part 15. We're going to trade for, let's make a trade right now. Both indicators are up, RSI, CCI, so we buy for 2, right? So you see that we have the relative strength index and the commodity channel index both set to default, RSI, CCI. What we do is that we watch the halfway points. If you could follow my mouse here, 0 and 50, right? So RSI is at 50, so we buy when it's above the 50 halfway line, and we buy when it's under the halfway line. Same for the commodity channel index. We buy when it's above the halfway line, and then we sell when it's under the halfway line, right? 0, 50, right? Our first trade for the day lost, right? And as you can see, losses are not the end, because ultimately upon losing, we make back everything on one trade, right? It's currently 8:28. We would stop at 9 o'clock. Trade for 30 minutes. We may stop sooner than that. Right, we make a trade every 5 seconds. Candle time set to 5 seconds, right? So we sell here for $4 at the last 5 seconds of the trade, and then we wait, right? Even if it doesn't win, we have something in store for that, which is 9, right? And this on the screen right now, this yellow thing that I'm moving really quickly, is gonna stop. It's what we're using to determine what trade follows up next. So if 2 loses, we do 4, 9, 19. This is for profits over 90%. So you do not trade when the profits are under 90%, like 87, 86. You do not trade then. You wait until profits are over 80, 90% actually. So you see that trade lost. We put that to the side, and then we go 9, right? Wait until for the last 5 seconds, and then we trade, right? So patience. I'm not going to cut this video. Everything is going to be left in so you understand what trading is and how to use a trading method. Alright, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We buy here for 9 and we wait, right? 9 after 9 is 19. And it doesn't matter whether it wins or loses. Understand that you cannot lose forever. You have to win eventually. This is how the trading method works. This is how life works. In life, you have to keep trying until you get to exactly where you need to be. And upon trying and trying and trying and failing, through the trial and error is where you become strong, right? Through continuous trial and error is where you grow, right? And it's okay if this one loses, because trial and error, right? You'll eventually win. Not so? So yes, you see, we started off with 3 losses in a row, 20, 29, 30. That's 3 minutes, 3 losses, right? Infinite trading method part 15 is what this is. And upon part 15, you're going to see that this method works infinitely, right? So we sell here for 19 because both indicators RSI say under the 50, CCI say under the 50. We trade at the last 5 seconds and we wait, right? Even if 19 loses, we do 41. So it's essential to have at least $1,000 to trade with, because without that you wouldn't be able to follow up like this, right? You cannot do this with, let's say, $100, because this will destroy 100, right? And maybe it will destroy the 500. So yes, that's another loss initially, right? And that's fine, that's okay, right? So what we do here is that we wait and wait for the last 5 seconds, and then we make a trade. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We buy here for 41, and we wait, right? So yes, and as I said, it doesn't matter whether it wins or loses, the win will come. It will come regardless of whether you think it won't or not. It will come. Just watch, right? And when you win, you ultimately make back everything that you lost and more. So you eventually never really lose, right? 8, 7, 6, 5. So we sell here at the last 5 seconds. Right, since the indicators give you a signal for a down, you sell and you wait, right? And understand that it has to win, regardless of whether it wants to or not. As long as you follow the indicators, you will win. Just watch. When you win, you revert back to 2, revert back to the original every time you win. 6, 5, 4, 3. This is a loss right here. So now we go up to 184 and look at coming down now. But that's okay, that's fine. We wait until the last 5 seconds and then we make our trade. Right? So we sell here for 184 and we see what happens. So here you see we went up to 184 and let's see if this one will win. If this one, we have 391, right? And it's ultimately understanding that you cannot lose forever. You will eventually win as long as you keep trying, as long as you keep going, right? The only time you ultimately lose is if you give up, right? With anything you do, right? Understand your potential, understand who you are. You're capable of doing everything you want in this lifetime as long as you're persistent, as long as you show up every day. So here you see that we made back 80 and 4, 8, 9, 10. It's 120. Hold on, let's do this match, right? So that's 50, 60, 75. 75 and 87 is 80, 90, 100, 150, 162. And here you see we make back 175. So we make back our profits and a lot more, right? We missed this trade here, but that's okay. We'll just catch it back on the other minute. But understanding that as long as you have enough money, you can just continue like this. Right? You cannot trade with a little bit of money. You have to have something essential to trade with. And while you do that, you will be able to make literally as much money as you want on a day. I'll just be trading for 30 minutes, but understand that you could use this method and trade from 8 to 12 every day. I mean, it's good to find other things to do in the day, not just do one thing for the entire day. Find other things to educate your mind with, to read, to boost your morale, to exercise. Find things like that to do, right? And ultimately, you will become great, right? So here we sell for 2, and then we up it to 4. And we wait, right? Simply 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, right? This is infinite trading method. This is part 15. You want to see the other parts, go look for them in the playlist. This would be attached to a playlist. A playlist is going to pop up on the screen sometime soon, not sure when, right? And that's a win, right? And you ultimately see that not all the time you're going to be able to lose. There's going to be times you win, right? Win. This is not going to happen all the time. Understand that. So here we sell for 2 and we wait, right? 2 and then 4, and I mean, $1.90 a minute is about one. I'm not sure. It's more than $100 an hour, and if you could do that for 4 hours, you have $400 a day, right? Simply put. Simply put, that's all. And so here, this trade won. That's another $1.90 in the back, right? And ultimately understanding that you can trade like this for hours at a time, but I mean, you will get bored. Why not? I mean, if it's your passion, then I doubt, but most likely you will get bored. And so what to do in that time? Read, educate your mind. Don't hesitate to educate your mind, right? Education is essential. Education is key. Not school education. Read books. There's books on everything that you want to do in life and more, right? Your mind is an infinite idea creator based on the things it knows and based on what it knows, right? It can create as much ideas as you want it to, as long as you feed it the right information. You will get to exactly where you need to be as long as you feed your mind the right information, right? Understand that. Understand your potential. So we'll trade until 9, and then we'll chill for the day. We'll call this video end. This that until 9 would be the end of Infinite Trading Method part 15. Right. So ultimately we wait until the last 5 seconds, and I'm not cutting this video so you understand that hey, you actually need to wait, and then we buy here for $4 and we move it up to 9. So it's 2, 4, 9, 19, 41, 87, 184, and 391, right? Always having enough to trade again. That's the key. That's the essentials. That you need money in order to trade. You cannot just expect to trade with nothing at all. Right? Get that. Simply put, you can do anything you want. Well, and you see that here we're starting another rally. I don't call these losing streaks. I call these rallies, right? This is another rally. And with this rally, we sell here for 9 and we wait, right? 9 after 9 is 19. The trading method is infinite. There's nothing that could stop this. Infinity 888. Like the 8, we just, yeah. So we wait for the last 20 seconds and then we would see what this trade does, which it does look like it's going down. But even if it does go up, we have something in store for that. And that's the essentials of trading, to understand that you are just consistent. That's it. Just be consistent. Consistency, consistency, consistency. 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time, 1 decade at a time, 1 century at a time, 1 millennium at a time. You know, slowly but surely you get into exactly where you need to be, right? So here we move back down to $2 and then we wait for the last 5 seconds, right? So that's it. Every time you win, you go back to your original 2, right? And if $2 loses, we do 4 here. Simply put, let's wait. Patience, 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 patience. And I'm not cutting this video so you understand the essentials of trading. Understand what you need to do to get to where you need to be, right? Slowly but surely. Trade is a loss, but that's okay. We just up to 4 and then we trade the next 5 seconds. And you see here that we're making a trade 32, 33, 34, 30. Well, here we missed 1 minute, but 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. We missed 1 minute trying to count, trying to do some maths, quick maths. Yeah, and we buy here for 4. Simply that. Simply put, this is a trading method. So infinite trading method, part 15, infinite money, infinite love, infinite gratitude, infinite spirituality, infinite knowledge, infinite creativity, infinite everything, infinite sauce. Anything and everything is possible, right? So this trade just lost. We wait for the next 5 seconds and then we make a trade, right? It's a matter of patience, 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 patience. Right, so here we make a trade at the last 5 seconds or six, even if it rejects here because there is obviously resistance support line right there, not a resistance line. There's a support line right there, and we wait. That's fine. If it loses, it's okay. Just wait patiently, 1 second at a time. Make your trades, and you're good, right? So here we buy for 5 seconds. It's at 19. Both indicators are up, even though they look like they're going down. We go up to 41 and we wait, right? Understanding that as long as you trade and the markets are moving, you can ultimately never go wrong, right? Even though this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 streak, maybe it's not. Most likely it's not. Understanding that you could win if you keep showing up. That's all you need to do. Just keep showing up. Just keep showing up. That's all you need to do. Just keep be there. Be there every minute. Be there on the minute. Be there on the minute to do what the indicators say because the indicators ultimately guide you to a win. Look, it's going up, right? And it's a matter of patience and a matter of waiting, playing the waiting game, right? So yeah, we would wait for 8 seconds, 7, 6, and then we buy here for $41. We know that it's gonna break out because look, there's a. If we put this on 1 minute, you're gonna see exactly why I say it's gonna break out. Here it looks like there's a resistance, but here you see that it's just a doji. Just a doji. A doji can't stop nothing. I mean, a bounce back can. A doji can't. Back up, come. Yeah, you already been to this point. We know how this goes. Up. Yes, we already know how this goes, right? We already formed the support right here, so it wins. We're back down to two. That's essentially it. Repeating the same thing over and over. That loop, infinity, right? Over and over and over and over again. That thing can ultimately beat this method. This method is infinite. This method is the greatest method on the planet. Utilize it, use it. I'm guiding you to a treasure that I yet cannot obtain. So here we buy for 2 and then we up to 4 and then we hope for the best. I mean, if it loses, it loses. If it wins, it wins. We are detached from the outcome. Show that regardless of what it does, I'll be here on the minute to do what I need to do. Regardless of what it does, I'll always be there after the 30 seconds, after this 13 seconds to do what I need to do, after this 10 seconds to do what I need to do. Regardless of whether you win or you lose, I'm showing up, I'm here again. Hi, how are you doing? You're good? Hi. You get it, you get it. So we're back to 2, and now it's coming down. So now our indicators are under their halfway points, and we wait, right? So we wait until the last 5 seconds to make a trade, and ultimately everything ends in profit. So here you see we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 rally. So here we sell for $2 and we up to 4 and we wait, right? With a bit of consistency, showing up every day, you will understand the markets, you will get it, right? You read, you educate yourself, you educate your mind. Don't be afraid to read and educate yourself. Life is way too short. Right? Read. Read as much as you can. Free your mind. And only through education would you be able to free your mind, right? So now 2 loses, and as we know, losing is not a bad thing. Losing is a part of the entire experience. You need to lose in order to win. Nobody is ultimately a winner just by starting. You lose. You start off as the absolute worst, and then through hard work, determination, consistency, being consistent with your hard work, you will get to exactly where you need to be, right? Understand that's the solve to life. That's your life solve. To doing it every day and trying it regardless of whether it has profits or regardless of whether you get something out of it. You do it, you do it, you do it, and everything would come. But it's a matter of sticking through that hard path, right? Ultimately, it's your choice whether you want to utilize this method or not. I cannot force you, right? That's another dub. Right? That's a win. That's another win. Right? Trading 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time, 1 century at a time, 1 millennium at a time. Infinity, right? Infinite money. Money is no longer a trap for you. Money is no longer something you should stress over. Money is just literally floating around the internet for grabs. Don't be afraid. Don't fear, do not doubt. Doubt and fear are the mind killers. You doubt and fear, and you would ultimately not do the things you're supposed to. You believe in yourself and believe that you can, because in believing in yourself, you believe in the gift God bestowed to you. And ultimately, God did give you everything you needed for this adventure. Everything you needed to do whatever you wanted in this world is you already have it. But it's a matter of searching and looking for it. Everything you need is right in front of you. You'd be surprised that everything you need is actually right there in front of you. It's a bit of consistency, it's a bit of showing up every day, and you will get exactly that. Right? So, yeah. Boom. Nice. So, yes, that's a good trade again. So, we sell here for $2 and we wait, right? We have 10 more minutes on this. So, yeah. Nice. That's another dub. We go back down to two and we wait. So here you see that we have a streak going, a little streak going, right? Little nice little green streak going on the 48, 49, 50, 51 minute. It's good, it's sweet, right? And so after this we wait for a few seconds and we make a trade, right? After two we have four, right? You have the potential to do whatever you want in this universe as long as you have the guts to stick through the hardships, because it's going to get difficult. Anytime you start doing what you really want to do, that's when it gets harder, right? Any game you play, it only gets harder when you start actually going to the level. It doesn't get harder when you go back to your comfort zone. Never go back to your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Step out of what makes you comfortable and step into fear. Step into what you're afraid of. Fear was put in place for us to survive when we were primitive humans and we needed to stick with the group, right? That fear, that innate fear of being ostracized or being put to the side. But fear nowadays is just a mind killer. There's nothing for you to fear. There's nothing. Everything is perfect. Everything is good. Everything is healthy, right? You're good. You're having meals. I mean, there's people who don't, but the ones who do get it, alright? Everything is okay. Nice. That's another dub, right? Easy, simple, 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 simple. One trade at a time, right? So yeah, we wait here for the next trade. We have a nice little streak going, and we would stop on the hour of 9 a.m. Right. So we have 7 more minutes, 7 more trades, 7 more amazing trades. This streak shall be a 7-win streak. So this is two. And if whatever happens to two, we have four. Right. So we buy here for two and we wait. So after two, we have four, so on and so forth. So you saw that our trade one. So we have a nice little streak going, and not all the time you're going to have to do this or this or this. But ultimately, understanding that when you do have to do it, you have something that's in store to never really lose. You're always ahead. And the trick is to always be ahead with everything that you do. You're always ahead, right? That's another win, right? So yeah, we're on the 55th minute. I mean, that 5 minutes could be. I could stop now. So like, comment, subscribe, share this with family, share this with everybody, share this with friends. Let them know that there's a way to actually make money infinitely on the internet. You don't have to struggle for money anymore. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You can make it simply by just clicks and analysis. Watching two indicators. If they're up, you buy. If they're down, you sell. Um, Using this trading method right here, 249, 19, 41, 87, 184, and 391, and ultimately winning. After this trade, whatever happens to this trade, we're ultimately finished. And then again, though, we never stop on a loss. We always stop on wins, right? So you see that's the end of a streak. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, an 8-win streak. We're ultimately going to make our win. Another rally has started, and we're ultimately going to make our win. Right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We sell here for $4 and we wait, right? And then we go up to 9, right? Already click scan. Even if 4 loses, that's okay. Right, so next up is 9 and we wait, right? And whenever this wins, this would ultimately be our last trade for the session. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video if you have to. Comment where you're from. Comment what you think about this trading method. And here we make a trade for $9. And we wait. Whether it wins or loses doesn't matter because we have something in store for that. Right. It's currently 9 a.m. And we wait. Patience. Nothing beats patience. Nothing beats being patient, right? So here we have a 3 rally going. 1 2 3 on the 86, 87, 50, 56, 57, 58 minute. I said 80 because I read 80 and then I just numbers problems. It's okay though. 9 and 1 is 10 and 15, 16, 17, 18, $3.10 profit off this trade. We buy here for 19 and we wait. After 19 is 41, right? Ultimately understanding that you could never really lose. You got it infinitely trade for as long as you want. We trade for an hour, we chill for the rest of the day, right? So yes, should most likely win or lose. So this is 2034. It's the learning experience, right? So we buy here for 41. I mean, technically it was down at the 5 second, but that's okay because it was up at the 4 seconds. So we buy here for 41. Go up to 87 and we wait. Yeah, it was down for real, boy. Damn, all the way down. Mm-mm. 8765. You sell here for 87 and you wait, right? If 87 loses and we do 184, are we stopping how we started? Okay, it's 9 a.m. and that's when we say we'd stop, so this trade would obviously win. Alright, this trade has nothing to do with win. I have faith in it. It was a similar end to how we started, but yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the end of the video. This has been your host. This is Infinite Trading Method Part 15. I'm Shamoy, your host. Peace.